Hey,
Wow, what a podcast.
Really? So, welcome back to the Yes Longevity Podcast, where we give you insight on how to get fit, feel younger, and live better. Before we get started, I have a couple of housekeeping things. First, we will be closed Monday, Labor Day.
Okay.
Not that you were going to come and work
I
out anyway.
probably wasn't going to.
Anyway. But someone always shows up on the holidays.
Right.
We tell them this for 2 weeks, emails, letters, text, the whole 9 yards, and somebody still always shows up. But we will be closed Monday, Labor Day.
Okay.
And our Fit in 42 program, the only time we're running it this fall, begins September 16th. If you don't know what Fit in 42 is, you can check out our Fit in 42 page. But Fit in 42 is a program where it's completely immersing into your lifestyle. We take a look at not just exercise and nutrition, but sleep habits, your mental state being, your mindset, hydration, the whole 9 yards. We're going to create a whole new lifestyle for you, one that you'll be able to maintain for the long time. It is actually it's a global program that we're lucky enough to be able to run here in the Northeast. So that starts September 16th. If you want more information, give us a call, 860-673-4293. Email us, text us, whatever it takes to get a hold of us. Stop by. So today, we want to thank Paul, special guest, for taking some time from his very busy schedule.
Yeah.
To chat with us a little bit. So one reason why Paul is busy, because he is the big cheese with the Burlington Land Trust.
President of the Burlington Land Trust.
Correct.
Right,
So
just a conservation organization. We sort of strive to maintain open space in Burlington. We have about 400 acres permanently preserved. Most of the trails have hiking. Most of the property have hiking trails on it. And if you're interested, go to burlingtonlandtrust.org. We do lots of events, outdoor events, very healthy, sort of exercise sort of things, sometimes with kids, sometimes for adults, but burlingtonlandtrust.org.
400 acres.
400 acres. A lot of it's on Tane Mountain.
Wow.
Some of it's over on sort of the Greer Road section. Some of it's down in Wiggville.
Nice.
But it's, land that won't be developed.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We need a lot of that.
Yeah.
We do. So we've got a couple of events coming up for the Land Trust.
Yeah, so one of them is the Burlington 5K. The Burlington Land Trust sponsors it, but it is actually to benefit the Burlington Community Fund, which is a Burlington-centric, Burlington-only community fund. We raise money. We work with, we've given money to the Boy Scouts, Region 10, seniors, veterans, different things. And that the Burlington 5K, I'm looking at I lost it here. It's on Sunday, October 27th at 10 a.m. Burlington5K.com if you'd like to register or be part of that. It's just we run the race down in Wiggville. It's very flat.
Very flat.
Very flat.
I run it, so it's got to be flat.
It is not a trail run. It is it's a lot of fun too. It's right around Halloween, so we have a prize for the best costume. These sort of things.
It's a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. And
a lot of stuff going on.
Y.E.S Fitness has been a sponsor for several years, so
yeah.
That's how that works.
Well, it's a great great event for a great cause. So
right. And the only other thing I'd mention is that on November 2nd, we have our 30th anniversary dinner, which you can check out on our website as well. It's going to be at the Chippeney Golf Course in Bristol. And if you go to burlingtonlandtrust.com and look at the 30th anniversary, you could look at what we're doing and buy tickets if you so chose.
If you want to sponsor, you get tickets.
And sponsoring too. We are looking for sponsors. So
the event is being held at
the Chippeney Golf Course, November 2nd. Sponsorships come with tickets too, but the basic price is $60 a ticket, and the sponsorships you can look at the levels online. It's that'd be very helpful. So
they do a great job over there, Tiffany.
Chippeney's, yeah. I've never been except to sort of like set this thing up.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. No, we've been there a few times for some functions. It's a lot of fun.
Looks cool.
Good food, and and
again,
a great cause.
Right. Well,
so you want to come out and support this.
The only thing, the attire is a festive flannel.
You keep telling me flannel. I'm gonna have to go buy a flannel shirt.
Yeah, I get looks over here from one of the flannel shirts. And string ties.
I
Boots.
don't think I have a
Yeah.
flannel shirt. Or
If you're
haven't
as old
had
as
a
I am,
flannel
you should
shirt.
have a flannel
I
shirt
know, dude.
somewhere from like that's 30 years old in your closet.
I do, but
There
I
you go.
guarantee you, I look like a lumberjack with a flannel shirt.
That's what
on
we're going
and a
for.
beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, well, we'll keep that in mind. So, Paul's been hanging around here at Y.E.S Fitness for about how long now?
I think a year and a half.
About a
Does
year
that-
and a
Does
half
that sound
now?
right?
It sounds about
Sounds
right.
about right.
I think it's about right. And,
Yeah.
you know, he was out there doing some stuff, and he decided to come here.
I was actually at a competitor. Can I mention the
You
competitor?
go right ahead.
I
You
was-
can
I
mention him or whatever you do.
Yeah,
Either
no,
way.
I wouldn't badmouth at Valley Fitness, and
Yeah.
it was a decent place. But
Been there a long time.
I was there. It's been there a long time. I was there a long time, and I think I was doing a lot of work, but not getting the results that I wanted. And I just figured I was getting to a certain fork in the road, age-wise, where I needed help. I needed to be put on some kind of program and make all the work mean something, right?
Not
Nutritionally, and not just
Right, yeah.
just go and lift weights and just sort of run around. And I gained all kinds of weight, and I didn't feel right. I felt sloppy, just sluggish.
We're getting to an age where
I'm 61.
we like
by
to
the
be
way.
very
61 years.
60. I'm 60.
I'm
Catching
60.
up.
I'm 61. Yeah.
We want to kind of be a little smarter in the things that we do.
Right.
We want to be a little bit more efficient with our time.
Yeah.
And everybody's busy, so if we're going to be doing something, we want to make sure we're getting some kind of results from that.
Right. And I remember, when I first came in, I was sort of heavy for me, and just not feeling really great about that, and it was hard. At first, like the exercises, I was worn out. I wasn't sure if he was trying to kill me or help me, to be honest with you. But, and I gave it time, and I just, I think I ate better, I'd lose more weight, but I just felt better, and I could do the stuff now, and I just don't, I don't feel as worn out. I feel sore, I feel whatever, but, I feel pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah.
And I work you pretty hard.
He works me pretty hard, right? It doesn't mess around, so.
And you're basically, when the summer's over, you get in here 4 days.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a lot of commitment.
Summer
there.
stuff. But it's a funny thing. Like, I do have some longevity in my family. Should I talk about that?
Sure, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, like my mom passed away recently. She was 95. I had my maternal great grandmother lived to 103. So I hope those genes sort of make it towards me. But Chris talks about something that those extra years, not just being extra years, but having a certain quality of existence. So people will talk about people that I know make fun, say, what are you trying to live forever? I'm not. No, not really. But as I get older, I would just like to feel good and be able to do things, even if I don't make it to 103. Those years should be sort of productive or potentially productive.
We want to extend health span. That's the amount of time that we can live healthy and be able to enjoy it. There's no need for us to be frail, weak, muscleless men as we get older. We should be able to go out there and do the things that we like to do and enjoy them, and then hopefully die like that.
Right.
Not rot away. Right.
Get hit by a truck or something. But no, that makes sense to me. I mean, I see a lot of my contemporaries, and God bless them. A lot of these guys have to sit at desks all day. So that's tough. So you really have to, decide to make that commitment. There's a fork in the road. What kind of older person do you want to be? And I think that impresses me. I moved to Burlington 20 odd years ago, and there was a neighbor of mine that was probably my age now, right? And he was very active, rode his bike all over the place, and I was very impressed by that, saying, that's what kind of older person I want to be.
Right.
And he made the point of saying, if you want to keep going, you got to keep going. Yeah. You can't, at 65, 70 years old, just start that engine cold and think you're going to pick up where you left off at 35, right? It ain't happening. So if you don't make that decision and sort of keep it going, and I try to. I mean, you
still do a lot of biking. I mean, you bike in the city. I mean, whatever.
Right.
On the city and
even silly things like I have a granddaughter now, so that's 2 years old. That's a lot of exercise. Up and down stairs, chasing her around. And it's funny. I was going down the stairs and I made some kind of grunting noise, right? And the kid imitates it. And I was like, oh, okay, this can't happen. This can't happen. So that's why I come here, and I could probably do more especially in terms of the consumption aspect of it, which he tried to get me to do in the beginning.
Nutrition?
But, yeah, he gave up on me.
Yeah,
The little book and stuff, he said, this guy's not doing it. But no, because I think, for me, there's a yin and yang to it, right? I mean,
absolutely.
And
I'm not quite sure how much the weight that you are at right now is going to affect your ability to enjoy those extra years. I think you're going to be able to continue to enjoy life all that time. I mean, to lose 15 pounds, I don't think is going to, number one, I don't think it's going to help you live longer.
No.
And I don't think it's going to help you live longer, happier.
No, that's bingo on that.
Bingo.
One.
So if we can keep you about the weight you're at now,
maybe a little less.
Going
into the holidays, I'd like to
we'll take a little
dip.
off. All we need to do is put the cork back in the wine bottle. We'll be all set.
Well, they do say I've heard studies about drinking wine and living longer. So I figure I'm going to be about 200. But no, that's moderation, right, Chris?
Moderation. Just about everything in moderation. I'll even let you eat red meat in moderation.
Yeah. I don't do a lot of that. Not just for no other reason. Don't do it very often. So
since you've been hanging around here now for about a year and a half, what have you gained from coming here?
Certainly the ability, and I don't like to do this in a way, but my contemporaries, like I went skiing in February with a guy that I've known for a long time,
right?
And he can't do it. He's like half a day, he's done.
Wow.
Right? These sorts of things where I just, I don't want to be the old guy that has to be like, guessing around. So like if my son-in-law wants to go ride a bike, or if, we want to do some event in the city and there's a lot of walking involved, I'd like to be able to do that. And I think this idea of, you got to keep going to go, as I get in here 2, 3, 4 times a week sometimes. And then I think that carries on. So I'm able to go out that door and do these things without feeling like grandpa, No, I am grandpa. To one person.
To one person right now.
Soon to be 2. Right?
Soon to be 2. I thought it was.
So my daughter's she's
nice.
in December, so there'll be 2. And and listen, that there's a reason we have kids when we're younger. It's a younger man's game.
Yeah.
The little kid. So if you want to be an active grandparent,
you got a little younger.
You got to. Well, yeah, that is that, but. Try to stay in shape, So that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. So what's your favorite exercise?
I think just, the metabolic stuff and the ball. I think the ball slamming has something satisfying about it. Just smacking that ball.
How many people love to throw the ball.
Yeah, that's good. And I do like the rope thing too, the heavy ropes.
Yeah.
I do not like bear crawls. Is that what you call them? You go across the floor on all fours.
You'll probably find those in your program next month.
Yeah, right. Just for bringing that up. But it gets mixed up every week. Meaning they mix it up. They don't get mixed up. But so like every month there's a new thing. The weightlifting is done in a certain order. I'd go to the other place and lift weights, and I realized coming here I didn't really know what I was doing. I was kind of emulating some of the knuckleheads with the belts and the powder and all this other stuff, right? And just I wasn't getting anywhere with that.
I always have to bite my tongue when people will come in and they'll say, well, I go to another gym or I have the equipment at home. I know what to do. I could just tell you that if you're doing what you did as little as 6 months ago, you're not doing the best thing.
Right.
That's how much our industry changes now all the time.
Right.
If you were doing what you did 5 years ago, forget it.
The thinking
it's
changes.
Archaic.
Right.
Everything's changed. The philosophies has changed. I mean, there's still very basic principles, but things just change. Like in any industry, they change.
Sure.
So, if you're doing the same thing you did 5 years ago, 1 year ago, almost even 6 months ago, the top stuff.
I think the other place was social, as is this place. And you go in and you say hi to people you don't really know, but you know them because you see them every day, and that was great. But again, I was spending a lot of energy, putting a lot of work into this, but it wasn't getting me where I wanted to be. I needed the structure that this place provides, and I think that's important, or at least it was for me.
Yeah, it has been for you.
Right. So
we kept you on track.
Well, we try to. So the goal is, I don't know, maybe like my grandmother, be 103 and sit there and drink Anisette and look at my great-grandchildren.
Still get up out of the chair without somebody giving you a hand.
Right. Like my mother always said, it's easy to get in the chair. It's getting out.
Right.
That was always hard.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's I feel pretty good. You know what I mean? I'm able to I have more energy, and I think that's just important. And I think you do see people in their 60s, and a lot of times through no fault of their own, right? Because if you're working every day in that cubicle, it takes an extra bit of commitment to get in here at whatever it is, 4 a.m. or not. You don't open that early, but but to get up early and do the work. It's a little bit easier for me. My schedule is more flexible, but I definitely have made the commitment.
You've made a commitment. And that is probably one of the most difficult things, is to make and keep a commitment because of the busy lifestyle everybody leads up here in the Northeast. I mean, it's just crazy up here.
Sure. Right. But I don't know. It's I enjoy coming in, like I come in like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, get it done, and then you feel a certain way walking out that door for the rest of the day. Come in and do it again, right?
Yeah, we'll do it again.
Right.
We're gonna try and do it tomorrow.
We're gonna try to do it tomorrow. Right.
So, if anybody's on the fence about checking this out, what do you think you should tell them?
I would just say do it, and maybe part of the being on the fence is you're just not sure you have the commitment, or you just feel like it's a lost cause. I felt pretty sloppy when I first came in here, and I was looking. There's a lot of mirrors in this place, right? So you can't avoid seeing that. I said, "Oh my God, I really look like that." And now I'm not svelte, but I do feel. I look in that mirror and said, okay,
right.
Not bad. As my father had this expression, not bad for an old guy, right? So not bad for an older guy.
It was very intimidating coming into a gym.
It is.
And center, no matter how big or small you are, it's just the toughest thing is to walk through that door. Whether you've done it before or not, it's just difficult mindset. And you don't know what to expect. You don't know what the other people are looking. They think you're looking at you. But everybody here's been through this before. They know exactly what it's like to be intimidated, to walk through that door, and they haven't done anything in a long time, or they've never done anything at all. There's nobody watching it here.
There's nobody judging you. I mean, there's nobody judging you. I mean, you can't help to look. But, the idea, I remember a couple of weeks ago, there was a woman in here, I don't know how old she was, maybe in the 50s, and she was big, and you could tell she wasn't happy with that. Mm-hmm. And I felt there was almost an embarrassment, but I was thinking good for you. You walked in this door, and you're gonna make that decision. So you don't need to be embarrassed. You don't need to be, you're working it. Yeah. Be embarrassed if you're in the casino smoking a cigarette looking like that, right? Right. But if you're here working it, that's great. There's no shame in your hat. Right. There's no shame in it. Not here. And everybody's it's what is the medium age of your client?
Oh, I can tell you right now, we have our average age clientele, male and female, are 57 years old.
All right, so it's not like a college gym with kids and they don't want to. So but the idea is you're with your contemporaries, right? You're not putting yourself in a situation where everybody's in the same boat. Everybody's in the same boat. And
well, I appreciate you taking some time with us, Paul.
Yeah, I hope I did all right.
Hopefully we'll get some people coming to our events, the dinner.
Yeah, BurlingtonLandTrust.org and Burlington5K.com.
5K is a lot of fun.
5K is a lot of fun.
Get your costume on and come on there and run.
Right.
And I really appreciate your business.
All right, man.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
And you can look for us again next Tuesday at 3:30 for more insight on how to get fit, feel younger, and live better. Thanks for watching.
Take care.
There you go.
All right.